Hi guys, it's Stephanie again. I just got home from my little day at downtown Sarasota and also Saint Armands. Yeah, so if you saw my last video, there was a festival downtown today, and I always appreciate uh, talented young people because most likely they started singing at a very young age, or they started learning how to play an instrument at a very young age, and they put forth so much dedication and so much time uh, practicing and taking lessons. It's amazing. It's amazing. Dedication and the time that they invest and the love that they have for what they do. I really and truly appreciate it. And every time I go to a festival, I try to get um, people who are in entertainment in my videos because I love violin. I have a couple of violins. I haven't even begun to scratch the surface of my violin playing, and quite frankly, I just don't play anymore. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. So anyways, I kept checking out different shops down there. When I go downtown Sarasota and go into a shop, I don't like taking my video equipment in there because it may make the people who work there or the owners uncomfortable, so I don't do it. But if I'm outside, yeah, it's fair game. So before I continue, I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers and those people just visiting my channel for the first time. And we'll be back with more. So after Sarasota, I went to my next favorite place, which is Saint Armands Circle. Saint Armands Circle is just about half a mile past the Sarasota Yacht Club where I work part-time. So I'm at Sarasota Circle, Saint Armands, and I'm just doing some people watching and whatnot. And I was gonna get some ice cream or gelato. My favorite is chocolate and caramel on a sugar cone. I haven't had that in a while. But I didn't get that because I was starving. I hadn't had anything to eat all day. All I had, as you know, was my protein shake and maybe a little bit of coffee. I do have some coffee that I brought back with me. I only had a sip of it because I was full of the protein shake. So to make a long story short, I just thought I'd come back with you guys and tell you what happened with my experience at Cha-Cha's. Cha-Cha's is a tropical fast food place, and a lot of people down here in Florida or Sarasota on vacation, they love going to Saint Armands because Saint Armands is typically a circle of stores and restaurants and a lot of good shopping. A lot of tourists and vacationers, that's the first place they go when they come to the Sarasota area. Or if the weather is nice, they go to Siesta Key Beach. Well, today, there were a lot of people at St. Armands. So I was hungry, and I decided to go to Cha-Cha's. And I walk in, there's a lot of people. And there's a Walmart feeling going on here. When I say Walmart feeling, is a lot of crying kids and screaming children. So you get that feeling like you're at Walmart. Kids crying, and their mother and father's with them, and they're all crowded around tables. But anyways, I included a clip of Cha-Cha's here, which I'll include in my video. So I sat down at a booth, and a waiter came up to me, and I ordered a pineapple drink or a frozen coconut drink. It was really good, but it was a small cup, so I was a little bit disappointed. And he came back and he said, are you ready to order your meal? I said, yes. So I said, I'll have the hamburger. They have 5 different hamburger sandwiches to choose from. The one I chose was a tropical pineapple hamburger with cheese, pickles, ketchup, and mustard. Except if you order a tropical pineapple hamburger, you get guacamole inside of it. You get one long big pickle inside of it and a pineapple. In the center of the pineapple hole, there's a scoop of guacamole. Okay? In my mind, I thought that they were going to put crushed pineapples, which would have made more sense. No. When I got the hamburger back, the bun with lettuce and tomatoes and pickles was set to the side on the other half of the bun. On the big part of the bun with the meat, the cheese, were pickle, pineapple, lettuce, okay, and some cheese. Now, I was already disappointed because my bread wasn't grilled. I like to have one side of my bread grilled because if you have a big dressing on your hamburger, this is my opinion. If you have a lot of stuff on your hamburger like this one did, because that's a tropical pineapple cheeseburger, if it's grilled, if your bun's grilled, that means that the grilled part on the inside of the bread will have more support and it won't tear. That's my theory. But it wasn't. It wasn't grilled. It was just plain white hamburger buns on all this stuff. Big fat hamburger, grilled well cooked, with mustard, ketchup, sweet onions, big 1/2-inch thick round ring of pineapple. That's a big pineapple. With a scoop of guacamole in the center of the pineapple, and one big half a slice of pickle running across the top. I got some ketchup. I squirted it on my hamburger, on the inside, of course, and I closed the bun. Well, guess what? The buns are way too small for all that dressing. And to make it matters worse, the inside of my buns was not grilled to give you some anti-slippery protection. Because when you pick up that hamburger and squeeze it to get traction with your teeth, all that stuff comes out. And that's just what happened. First of all, I thought my hamburger was dry. Okay? And second of all, whoever's putting this hamburger together back in the kitchen didn't give the engineering on this hamburger any thought at all. Okay? Because number one, you have all the slippery stuff in there. You got a slice of pineapple, about a 1/2 inch thick, with guacamole in the center, ketchup, cheese, okay, tomatoes, all the slippery stuff, and lettuce. As soon as I put the top bun on, now it's higher, like a 2-story building, okay? So I'm sitting there, I'm hungry, I just want to eat my food. I got a side of fries, which was okay. The first bite I took off my hamburger, my pickle came flying out. My pickle came flying out. I pick up the pickle, open the bun, and slide the pickle back in. All right? Because how's a hamburger going to taste with no pickle in it? I wasn't about to eat my pickle separately. So I put the pickle back in. I continue to eat it. Now I'm struggling to put all my hands strategically around the hamburger to keep all the stuff inside the buns. Now I got guacamole being squeezed from my fingers, okay? And I have ketchup running off of it. All of a sudden, I take a second bite and my pineapple went flying out and it landed on the plate. So, I was disappointed with Cha-Cha's because it's not the first time I went there, and apparently, I didn't learn my lesson the first time, okay? So I sat there and did the best I could with my sandwich, struggling and balancing to eat it, the rest of it. And because the buns were small, they were long gone. I already ate the buns because the buns were so small. Everything else was jutting out of it. So the guy comes around and he says, "How was your meal?" I'm like, "I thought you guys would have crushed pineapples inside of it, not a whole pineapple slice." And he's like, "Well, it's in the menu." I know it's in the menu. All it says is with pineapples. It didn't say whole slice. So, of course, when they bring you back the bill, they bring you back this little computer where you gotta tap your debit card on it. And they gave you 3 choices of tipping: 18%, 23%, and 24%. Boy, aren't they clever? I would have given him 15%. Because there's an increase in inflation, the tipping inflation's gone up. I'm like, what the hell? I get the lousiest sandwich in my whole life, okay? I got a hamburger that's shooting projectiles out onto the plate, and the freaking hamburger was dry. I won't be going back to Cha-Cha's ever again. Service was okay. It wasn't his fault. He's not the one making the cheeseburger, the tropical pineapple cheeseburger. He's just serving, working the tables and doing his job. So I gave him his 20% tip, and I was out, gone. Came home. It started to rain, and I just want to come back and report this to you guys. If you guys come to Florida and you come to Sarasota and you go to Saint Armands, don't go to cha-chas. Number one, it's loud. There are kids screaming and crying everywhere. Okay? And the food is really not that great. I should have learned from before. So that's a wrap on my cha-cha pineapple hamburger. If you come to Sarasota and you visit St. Armands, keep away from cha-chas unless you're wearing a cross. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, if not the coming week. Have a nice weekend, guys.